Look, the truth is, you're stuck. You feel it every day. The frustration of pushing harder but getting nowhere. The gnawing sense that no matter what you do, something bigger is just out of reach. You're grinding, looking for leverage in this chaotic world of startups, investments, breakthroughs. But the tools everyone talks about? They're blunt, they're everywhere, and yet somehow useless for the real problems. You're scared of wasting time on hype that doesn't move the needle. You want more, and it's maddening that nobody seems to get it. Here's the brutal point. Traditional ways of learning, scaling, even leading have hit a wall. You're trapped in feedback loops designed for average players, optimized for risk aversion, not for raw, exponential growth. You want to tap into human potential that's not just bigger, but fundamentally different. You want to unlock the kind of growth that isn't just incremental, but transformational, both in yourself and in your ventures. And that's where reinforcement learning steps in, not as fancy AI jargon, but as a real, practical framework to break the cycle. Reinforcement learning works by trial and error, yes, but not haphazardly. It's about setting clear objectives, pushing boundaries deliberately, then learning in real time what works and what doesn't. Fast. Think of it as the ultimate feedback system, stripped of all noise, focused completely on results. But here's where even most founders and investors miss it. This isn't about feeding your data into some black box AI and praying for miracles. It's about designing environments, your teams, your strategies, your investments, that constantly push for small wins and brutally expose failure. Only by embracing this continuous cycle do you start to see what real potential means. Stop waiting for perfect conditions or flawless information. Use reinforcement learning principles to build what matters now. Set clear, measurable goals that push you slightly beyond comfort, then iterate relentlessly. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to improve, who don't accept excuses, because the hardest truth is this. Your environment shapes your capacity more than your talent does. If you're surrounded by yes men or process-driven zombies, forget it. Build your own feedback loop with people and data that force real learning. That's how you win. And don't fall into the trap of thinking AI alone unlocks this. The AI tools are powerful, but raw technology without the right human context is just noise. You need to embed AI-driven feedback into your decision-making cycles in a way that forces you and your team to adapt dynamically. It's about turning slow decisions into fast, informed reactions. It's how founders survive chaos, how investors spot true potential not based on legacy or hype, but on genuine adaptive capability. Here's your call to action. Strip away the distractions that don't produce outcomes. Ignore advice that's about easy shortcuts. Instead, design your internal and external systems around reinforcement principles. Fail fast, learn fast, adjust fast. Build accountability not as a checkbox, but as a daily muscle. Push your people to be brutally honest with themselves and with you. Put real problems in front of them and remove any buffer that hides failures. That's the foundation for unlocking true human potential. Don't just sit and hope someone else figures this out. Lead it. Build the networks that force synergy, not complacency. That's how the few who really get it, founders, investors, leaders, start to reshape what's possible. Reinforcement learning isn't some magic pill, but it's the clearest path out of frustration and into relentless growth. If you get this and apply it with ruthless discipline, you won't just unlock potential, you'll redefine it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to discover more.